just 1 minute left. What about Shalom TV? A few words.
So I had this other dream. There was always a dream to take my program L'chaim, a half-hour program, and turn it into an entire channel. And about 3 or 4 years ago, I had the opportunity to create the first Jewish network on television ever, called Shalom TV. It has given me a greater sense of satisfaction, as much as RTN. It's in English, which is nice for me, and it also allows me, as I said to you from the very beginning, to blend my two professional loves, television and radio, and Judaism. And it is something I hope will serve the Jewish community. And what also makes me very happy is that Shalom TV programs are translated into Russian and also appear on the Russian television network of America.
My last question. Can you say about yourself, I am a lucky man?
Many people feel they're lucky. I believe there's no one luckier than I am. I am the luckiest human being. I have a wife who, as I said to you, always says yes to me, always is supportive of me. Her name is on everything I have ever done, including the Russian television network and Shalom TV. We have 5 children altogether. She is a spectacular mother. I have had 3 major operations, twice open heart surgery, and once a major operation for cancer. I don't consider myself unlucky because I've had physical problems. I feel lucky. I live at a time when the medical profession can take a person with a disease that once would have killed them and given them healing, that they go on to be active, productive, energetic, creative people. So for me, when anybody says to me, oh, you've had such a hard time physically, I've had a lucky time. No, Gennady, I have 5 gorgeous children, 1 extraordinary wife, sexy, lovely, beautiful, bright. And I have an opportunity every day, every single day. I get up and there are not enough hours in my day. I wish there were more time. The time flies for me because I'm doing something I love, and I want to make one more point that is very important. A person often spends more time at work than he or she does in family. And the question a person has to answer is, are the people you're working with people you enjoy? I am also so lucky that all of the people who work for me at the Russian television network and at Shalom TV are the loveliest, most wonderful of people. They too are my family. And I am so lucky, I'm blessed to be part of a group of people who are dedicated to producing the best television they can for the audience they serve. Gennady, you are looking at the luckiest man on earth.
My last question. In this case, we forgot about sport, about the baseball team.
Yes, Gennady, in addition to the loves I've mentioned, Judaism, radio and television, and my family,
The first one.
I am an avid baseball fan. And I have been so since I was 6 or 7 years old. And I have a softball team, which is the RTN Four Corners. And the word Four Corners comes from the notion that people come to play on my team from the 4 corners of the earth. And because there's a Jewish garment called the Four Corners garment, which is something Jewish men wear under their clothing to remind themselves that they are Jews and have a responsibility to create a beautiful life. So the RTN Four Corners is a play on that name. And this team, my RTN Four Corners, is a team that I've had since it's certainly since 1990. It goes back, I had the Four Corners from the early 1970s. And in 2004, the Four Corners won a national title. We were a national champions. And it is a thrilling thing for me to do. I love the game. I'm older now. I don't play that much. I used to play and manage. Now I manage the team, coach the team. And it's my team. And each year, lovely guys. And now, what's the most fun for me, Gennady? My son is named Ari. He is graduating Columbia this year, 2010-11. He is 22 years old as we speak together. When he was 2 years old, he started coming to watch the Four Corner softball team. He grew up with this team. And Gennady, he now plays on this team. My son is on the field when my softball team goes to play every week. What a thrill. And every father who has ever been able to play a sport with his son knows what I'm talking about. It is a thrill. So you're right to mention my softball. It is a passion of mine. And how lucky am I again that I can now have this and share this with my son who grew up with the team and now plays for the team.
It's not a good way. Don't tell now about another children. Just tell about it.
Very good. My oldest daughter is named Sarit. She's an extraordinary human being. All children are wonderful. Sarit is extraordinary. She went to Yale, got a master's from Columbia, and a PhD from Harvard. She is now a professor of psychology at Hunter College. She is married to a brilliant man, also got his PhD at MIT while she was going to Harvard. He was going to MIT. And he works for a think tank planning how cities should operate at the Empire State Building in New York. They have one son, Aaron, who's 7 years old and is a star baseball player. Dara is a gorgeous, I said 27. Sarit is 37. Dara is 27. And Dara is a gorgeous singer, an extraordinary person, and she works with me on Shalom TV. I already mentioned Ari, who's graduating Columbia. And Ruth has 2 children, so that there are 5 in our family, all of whom feel close and as if they are one family. Her older son is David, who lives in California and has an export business to China where he exports American fruit. And they have a little baby daughter, he and his wife. And our 5th child is Jill. Jill is in New York City doing wonderful work with an internet television company of her own. And she's in New York. And so we get to see 4 of our 5 children very often. And we travel to California every now and then to see David. But if you ask me how lucky am I am so lucky to be blessed as many people are. I'm blessed with 5 wonderful children. And the only thing we wonder is if we should have had a 6th.
No questions. And the last one. What is your slogan in the life?
I have 2 slogans in life. One is what I want my children to always understand. There's always a reason. I say that because, Gennady, there are times when you will meet people in life who you find to be disagreeable, obnoxious, even sometimes mean. Nobody starts out life obnoxious or disagreeable. If somebody upsets you, there's a reason. Maybe they've had a very hard childhood that has influenced them in unfortunate directions. Maybe they've had a very difficult work situation. Maybe they've had a failed marriage. Maybe they're facing very serious physical disabilities of their own. I want my children, and I want me too, I want to be as tolerant and as patient of people in general and not to judge them. There's always a reason. Nobody is all bad, And nobody wants to be mean. There's always a reason. And the second thing I try to teach my children and I live by, it's a Jewish saying. You are not required to complete the work, but you're never free from doing your best to try to do it. Nobody ever finishes. And there's a lot of work to be done to make this a more beautiful world and to make whatever business you're in successful, to make your family as successful as possible. Nobody ever gets it done 100%, but never stop trying. And if there was one principle that guides me, if there was one thing I would love them one day to write about me is, he wasn't required to complete the work, but he never stopped trying.